The Community Foundation for Northeast Florida. A presentation on grantmakers by Alyssa Años for ENC 4403 Grant Writing, taught by Professor Jennifer Lieberman at the University of North Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. A description of the organization. I have their contact information, including their address and phone number right here at the top. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit more about the vital statistics as 2019. Okay, so here we have 601 donor funds, 77.2 million in gifts, 50.4 million in grants made, 482.1 million in total assets. And this is going to be, their assets are going to be invested in hopes to reach the goals of the donors within Jacksonville, Florida. Okay, so I have a quote here by Nina Waters, president of the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida. As stewards of our donors' philanthropy, we eagerly embrace our roles as connectors, navigators, researchers, and trusted guides. So Community Foundation is a really good organization because they're trying to stimulate philanthropy to build a better community in Jacksonville. So St. John's, Duval, Nassau, Baker, Clay, and Putnam counties, and this has been since 1964. They do this through civic leadership and providing products and services to help their donors fulfill their goals. Who fits the good match criteria? What are the requirements? Who's eligible? I want to know. Over here to the left, I have a few organizations that have already received financial support from this foundation. They're pretty familiar to me. Brooks Health, St. John's River State College, Museum of Science and History, the MOSH. Okay, but over here to the right, you can see this list is basically the requirements of the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida. So say you're not listed here on the left, that's okay, because on the right here are the requirements, and let's see, you need to be asking yourself, am I a small and grassroots nonprofit? Do I have a 2-year work history? Is my overall annual operating budget less than $200,000? And you can kind of get an idea of whether or not you're eligible just by those three. I found 2 questions on the frequently asked questions page. Do you give grants to individuals? Now, I thought this was kind of an interesting question just because I'm a little bit new to the whole grant making process. But no, there are no opportunities for individuals to receive grants for relief or services through this foundation, except artists, professional artists, which I thought was really interesting, and that's good enough for me. Another question that kind of piqued my interest was, who determines which organizations receive grants? And that is the Board of Trustees of the Community Foundation, which they have ultimate authority over all grants. I wanted to include a graph because I'm a very visual learner. And if you are too, you'll understand. But if you look right here, you'll notice a very sharp increase in total assets, which is a great thing for the company, and you can tell that they're really providing a quality service just by looking at this graph right here. A brief breakdown of recent funded projects. Recent funding. If you look over there in that column, I'm going to be talking on Beaches Community Fund because I found the most information on that one on the website. But the several others are worth looking at. If you have the time, go ahead and check them out. So the Beaches Community Fund, in the first 4 years of grant making, they've made 47 grants totaling more than $900,000 to 26 organizations. The grants range from about $5,000 to $75,000. Under basic needs, they donated to St. John the Baptist Catholic Church $5,000 for emergency assistance to provide kits with blankets, flashlights, and essential supplies to the homeless individuals and families. For student supports, they donated $10,000 to Beaches Habitat to provide enhanced learning materials and stipends for its after-school tutoring and enrichment programs at the Gail Baker Community Center. For transportation, they were generous enough to give $3,000 to Beach's Emergency Assistant Ministry, also known as BEAM, to assist clients with transportation to the food pantry, nutrition counseling, medical care, job interviews, work, or school. Okay, so I want to just describe how I see the foundation's logo, the Community Foundation for Northeast Florida's logo. So it's a knot, so it symbolizes community for me. It encompasses coming together. And the green to the left, I feel, reminds me of money. It reminds me of sustainability and progressiveness, and it's just a natural tone. And it really emits the company's message in a simplistic way, I think. And it's thoughtful and it's creative, and I love it. And logos are a very important way to get the message across to your own clientele, I believe. So it's very important to take that extra time to visualize a type of logo that you want, and it represents your company, so it needs to be simple, and it needs to be easy to remember, and it needs to be iconic. Okay, so giving back, going forward. This is their motto. This is the company's motto. It's short, it's sweet, and it's easy to remember.